Hello, my lovelies. How are you today? It's Dawn Bates here. Um, Today, I'd like us to just breathe. There's so much going on around the planet at the moment, and lots of us are feeling sad. Lots of us are feeling overwhelmed. A lot of us don't even know what to say, what to think, or what to feel. And some of us don't even know what to even make of what's going on, or even what to contribute or what not to contribute. So I'm asking us to just today to invite ourselves to breathe, just to take a moment, because this month's edition of the House of Preeminence magazine is all about the summer solstice. That is for the Northern Hemisphere. Now, here in the Southern Hemisphere, we're coming up to our winter solstice, or known as the June solstice. Now, we also have another massive event going on in the solar system. We have 3 eclipses over the next few weeks. We've just had one, and there's a lot of very funky energy going on all over the place. And one of the things I wanted to speak about today was the energy around the solstice. And to break down that word, the solstice, sol is the sun, and sist is to stop, to stand still. And when we stop and when we are still, we get to just be in that moment instead of acting or reacting or pursuing or forcing. We just get to be with ourselves, with our thoughts, and with our emotions. Now, for a lot of people, that will be very, very uncomfortable right now. But for us to move forward, for us to grow, and for us to nurture, and for us to heal parts of ourselves or parts of our communities, parts of the planet, and parts of the global discourse, we need to be still. Now, people always ask me, what are your morning practices? And each day it's different. It's so very different, because some days I spring out of bed, and it's like, right, get on with the world. What should you do? Other days, I just lie in bed for a bit, and I'm just waking up slowly. Other times, it's like, okay, I was up down the rabbit hole researching last night, or writing a book for a client, or writing one of my own books, or we had a magazine deadline. And so I'm up straight on to doing a 10-minute ab workout, coffee, podcast, interview, whatever it is, and then I take a breath. And then I just sit and I get still. And it's this being still that actually is the hibernation of the winter solstice that we're coming into here in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, recently I was dismissed when I mentioned the difference between the summer and the winter solstice, and the Southern and the Northern Hemisphere. But they're very different energies, and those of us who have lived in both, those of us who are traveling through both, we'll understand the very different energies, and being in different continents have very different energies as well. We have different solar stars above us at different times of the year. Some of us have been following the same part of the star system. We navigate by the stars when we're at sea. And again, it depends on where you are, the soil, the energy underneath you. If you're under volcanic soil, I know we all are at some point, But for example, there are some islands around the world that are just pure volcanic oil. Some of them are clay. Some of them have rich gemstones nearer the surface. The soil compound and the balance of water to soil, the forests, the jungles, these all have very different energetic fields. So we're all going to be experiencing something very, very different. And this is one of the things I really want us to tap into, understanding that it's not just us as human beings that are different at the different times of the year that we were born, in the different circumstances we were born into, and also the different education systems we've had, the different opportunities we've created for ourselves, whether they are ones from good situations or whether they're from traumatic situations. We're all in a very different space. And our environment is absolutely everything. You hear me talk about this so much. Our environment is absolutely everything. Now, in business, that will be the 7 people that are in your space, that are bringing you income, that are lifting you up, that are supporting you to become the very best version of self. Then you'll have your friendship group. Which ones of these friends are there, regardless of what day of night it is, which time zone you're in, and you know that you can pick up the phone or send them a message and say, I need someone right now. And also the environment in which you put yourself in. You know, your home, your neighborhood. We're seeing so much going on in the planet right now. And I want to bring it round to the fact that when we are going through this solstice, whether it's a summer solstice or a winter solstice, it's a time of rebirth. Now, I quite like the summer solstice, because my name's Dawn. It's the birth of a new day. I tap into the power of my name every single day. My mother didn't realise the impact she would have on my life when she chose this name for me. She didn't realise just how seriously I would take my name. But each day that I rise out of bed is a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new beginning. And it's no surprise that I'm a coach that helps people with a new beginning, with a new way of looking at things, a new way of rising in their power. But it's also here in the winter solstice. It's a time for us to harvest and sow new seeds. Now, being a farmer girl, I loved this time of the year. I loved autumn and winter. Got to wrap up warm. We got to go into the fields and see them set fire to the crops, burning the old, nourishing the soil, creating natural pesticides and herbicides. We didn't need the chemicals, we had the fire. And this is the thing, at this time of the year, the Celts and the Slavs would actually celebrate this time of the year with a bonfire. And fire is so healing, so healing. I alchemize a lot of things with fire, not just the mama fire or the feminine fire or my star sign fire, but the actual fire, you know, whether it's a candle that we burn. You know, we see all of this in religious celebrations throughout the years. We see people lighting a candle in honor of someone. We see people lighting candles to light their way. You know, a nice soft romantic lighting in a restaurant or over a candlelit meal. We have fire when we're on the beach. You know, a sunset on the beach with a nice campfire. I'm the kind of girl, yeah, I'm a girl. Deep inside, we're all children because we've still got that effervescent energy, that excitement within us. And sometimes we forget it's there. Sometimes we forget to play. But I love being on the beach. I love being on the beach watching the sunrise or the sunset with a nice fire, you know, a cup of coffee from a flask, you know, with a nice picnic. Beautiful, so simple, so natural, surrounded by the water, the earth, the wind, and the fire, the 4 elements. And that's a very powerful space. So when I work with my clients and I alchemize the notes that I make and I burn their fears and their doubts on the fire, alchemizing their hopes and dreams, burning negative energy to the ground and igniting the passions. And this is what I'm inviting you to do right now. Ignite your passion. Burn your fears and doubts to the ground. Whether you write them all out in this time of solstice, of renewal and rebirth, write them all out. All your fears, all your dreams, get it out of your head. Get it out of your heart. Purge it all out. Write it all out. Scream it all out into the pillow if you have to. Release those tears that you're holding on to. Because with these 3 eclipses that we're having at the moment, we have the trifecta. I mean, here at the House of Preeminence, 1 + 1 is 3. That's a powerful number. It's a divine number. Release whatever it is that's coming up for you. And then once you've written it, burn it. Whether you go out into the garden and you build a fire, or whether you go out onto the balcony and you have a little fire pit, however you do this, whether you write it all out and burn it over a candle, and then go and have a moon meditation in the water, because one of the things that we're celebrating here in the winter solstice, is the celebration of the moon, the goddess of the moon. I invite you to run yourself a bath. In this month's issue, we've got the spa bath at home. Nolene has created a beautiful space, a beautiful article, and shared with you how to create that spa at home. And I don't know about you ladies, but I'm looking forward to a really nice day at the spa. Full on treatments, you know, full body massage, hot stone massage, deep tissue massage, you know, from the tips of my toes to the top of my head, you know, my face, you know, hands. I mean, I'm writing a biography for somebody at the moment, so my hands are in need of a deep tissue massage. But I invite you to run yourself a bath. And if you can, get hold of some rose oil or some rose petals. Put these in your bath. Put a rose mask on your face. And listen to a moon meditation while you are lying in the bath. Friday is a good day for this because you tap into the energy of Venus. But whatever you do, take time for yourself right now. Don't get involved with what's going on in social media. Step away, recharge, reharvest everything that's good within you. And remember that when we get caught up in other people's drama, it's not ours. We can let go of it. We can step away from it. Now, one of the things that I do in my journaling, and I'm going to give you a question here that I would love for you to dive deep into, and I've written it down, is what do I see as manipulation? What do I see as drama, other people's drama? And are these values that I'm picking up on, or these beliefs that other people have, are they mine? Are they really the views I hold? Is this drama helping me? Drama, you know, helps a lot of people. I did drama because I was incredibly shy when I was at school. I did drama to come out of myself, to help me stand on stages, to deliver speeches, to deliver workshops. It was amazing. Those of you who are struggling with public speaking, I really encourage you to take a drama course. Whether it's a 10-week drama course or a 3-month or whatever it is, I invite you to take a drama class, but don't get caught up in other people's drama. And I invite you to tap into this and say, is this mine? Is this belief mine? Do I want this belief? Does this resonate with me? And if not, am I willing to release it and return it to sender? We do it with our junk mail. We do it with, well, we used to. We used to write on it, return to sender. We pop it back in the post. Same thing. If it's not yours, do not take it on. Release it and return to sender. This is a time for rebirthing. And again, and even in China, one of the things that they do here, well, not here, I'm not in China, but at the moment, the celebration of the feminine, and this is something they're doing in the winter solstice in China. They celebrate the feminine. The ancient rituals celebrate the feminine. Some of the modern day practices, perhaps not. But really, truly step into wherever you are in the world, whatever ancient practices are going on, how can we bring those into the now? And how can we embody who we truly are, releasing all that's not serving us? Now remember, the sun at the moment here in the southern hemisphere is going to be different in the northern hemisphere. Check into that. At the moment, the sun is above the Tropic of Cancer. Very powerful place to be in the solar system. What energies is that bringing forth? I invite you to really dive deep into this, ladies, because this year has shown us some challenges. It's thrown us some curveballs. And when we own our feminine fire, those of us who are mothers, when we tap into that mama fire, we rise. You will hear us roar. And I invite you to channel that energy into something really, truly positive right now. To step back, to stop. Use the power of the sun, the power of a new day, the sun rising, the dawn. Where can you rebirth right now? What seeds can you sow? What can you harvest right now? And how can you use this power of the 3 eclipses, which is all about communication and relationship? How can you change your relationship with yourself, with others? How can you communicate with yourself, and how can you communicate with others right now? And as our beautiful Marcia Martin says, how can we communicate with others so that they are touched, moved, inspired, and their lives are created in such a way that they are profoundly changed, powerfully changed? Now, Marcia has a wonderful offer for you in this month's magazine. A chance to become a member of the Marcia Martin VIP Club. There are some very powerful trainings in there. I have been doing a lot of Marcia's trainings for the last 20 years. This woman is phenomenal. If you haven't yet dived into this, only $10 a month. So for those of you who want to invest in yourself, I invite you to invest in the $10 a month Marcia Martin VIP Club. And for those of you who are really embracing the new you, embodying a rebirth, I invite you to speak with Jenny. Now, I'm working with Jenny, although it's a bit slower than both of us would have anticipated because of all the stuff that her work brings up. Now, the first set of journaling questions she sent me on a spiral. Really, really touched me on a very deep level that I had to process all of that came up. Her restyling is not just about the clothing. It's about the colours that you step into, the way in which you harness your chakras, the way in which your soul comes alive. Now, because of the quarantine situations, the next step of our journey is yet to take place, but I'm still working on the stuff that Jenny's already sent me. So if you are looking to rebirth, then I really, really encourage you to step into style with Jenny. Create a spa in your own home with Nolene this month. Join up for Marcia's one-on-one. Well, you can do, I'm not going to say you can't. Step into Marcia's VIP $10 a month training and speak to Jenny about stepping into a new version of yourself. These ladies are powerful, and we have come together for you. And I invite you also to go and put the kettle on, or make your favourite smoothie or your favourite juice, and make time for yourself. Create space for yourself. Communicate with yourself and release. Have fun with this month's issue. There's a beautiful planner at the end. It's really, really powerful, and I invite you to just honour yourself. This is a divine month, divine time, summer solstice, winter solstice, the 3 eclipses. No wonder some funky stuff's going on in the world, but whatever you do, take care of yourselves. Stay safe and be kind, not just to others, but to yourself. Much love to you all. Take care. Ciao, ciao.